Howdy folks, welcome to another episode of Yogi Dave's Hobby Corner. Very quick one today, or for this one anyway. It's basically how you get more out of your Games Workshop paints. There's probably videos like this, but this is mine. I'll be buying them up. Alright folks, so as I said, it's how to get more out of your Games Workshop paints. This is Death Card Green. I've already done it. What you're gonna see in the video, but I did it while I was doing some figures because I had to open that paint up, and I was like, well, I might as well film it and show you what I do to get more out of my paints. So without further ado, I'll go back in time. You can see how to do it. Right, so I've already opened the Death Card Green. It is as they come when you buy them. Now, this is how you get a hell of a lot more out of it. Essentially what I do first is I drop a couple of these little glass beads. They help to move the paint around a bit better than you do without it. I can't remember what they're called now. I'll probably remember it in like 2 or 3 days and then go, oh, that's what I was talking about. But anyway, so I shake it about with the glass beads in the pot, right, and then I fill it up a little bit with thinner. This is the paint thinner I use on everything. Don't just use it for your brushes. And then flow improver goes in as well. And I'll add a little bit of homemade medium. Now, you can get the recipe for the brush thinner because this isn't my airbrush thinner. Oh no, that is my airbrush thinner. That's flow improver. No. That is my airbrush. I've got flow improver and homemade flow improver and regular flow improver, but never mind. I put a little bit of medium in here. Just not a lot, just a couple of drops. It's all in order to get more out of the pot because you pay a lot of money for Games Workshop paints, and compared to Vallejo paints, Army Painter paints, Coat Arms paints, pretty much every paint company. You don't get as much from Games Workshop now, especially for what you pay. So this is the best way of getting what you need out of them. Normally, I have been putting the pots into like dropper bottles like this, but it's very time consuming, and sometimes it's not worth it just to get a little bit. So that is, right, you can see there, that was half the amount. So it was half as deep when I first warmed up. Now it's pretty much full. So I'm going to do a wee bit so you can see it is just as just the same. In fact, it's flowing a wee bit better. Right, so I'm going to get cracking on with him for the video, for the page tutorial, and I'll talk to you in a minute. Right, folks, so very simple to do. Just get your flow improver and your thinner, get a couple of agitators. Agitators are the things that I could not remember the name of when I was doing it. Make sure the glass, I've heard not good things about steel ones. They rust and all the rest, that kind of thing. So use glass ones. You can get them off the internet for dirt cheap. Off eBay. I get mine off eBay. I buy it like 100 at a time. And I normally drop 2 into a pot just to get it properly going. But that's about it, man. I mean, it's pretty simple. If you get half a pot, fill it up. If you've got 2/3 of a pot, fill up. The only difference between me and a lot of other people is I had the medium. It's like lamine medium. The thing with it is it doesn't need to be thinned to put on the model. You don't need to put water in it. You don't need to put extra thinner in it for the first month, and then you do. But then you just top up the thinner in the actual pot. I don't bother with thinning my paints so much. I'll be honest with you, I don't generally do more than one coat on a figure of a particular paint, unless I'm doing a particular try and recreate a particular style, the Games Workshop style for a client, because I don't see the point. If that layer of paint looks fine, because I don't generally use the layer paint system, it really doesn't matter. If I'm using 2, 3, 4 layers, you're better off with just one. Obviously if you need to add a second, this guy's probably going to need, because he's kind of patchy. Anyway, I'll stop, make myself feel happy with myself. What was I going to say? Right, yeah, so as I say, I don't normally use more than one layer on a figure unless it absolutely needs it, because I don't think there's any point. Unless you're using the layer system, that's fine. But if you're not using the layer system, then as long as it's covered, then you're covered. It really doesn't matter. So what you will probably have noticed is a little bit better sound and better quality picture, because I got a new camera. I'm still using the old camera, new phone. I'm still using the old phone to take videos as well, but this is the main one. It's a damn good cameras on it, and obviously I've got the mic for better sound, because the sound was a problem before. I'm not sure whether or not it was me or it was just wasn't that great coming off whatever it was coming off. But we'll see. I'm going to keep on trying to get videos out more and more. I've still to edit. I've got 2 games of Massive Darkness, and I think I actually have them like thrown together in a folder. The other 2 that I actually managed to salvage from the abyss. That looks weird. It does not look weird. Yeah, so this video is probably the first video that's going to be up for it in a while. Just because it's easier to edit this together and get it uploaded. But as you probably know, I have had some issues with my computer. So basically I lost a shed load of videos. I've found some Massive Darkness ones, but I think it's actually 2 games that are pretty much like sandwiched together. But I'll try editing it to editing them together so there's not. They are quite long. I will admit completely they are long, but it's games of Massive Darkness. Games of Massive Darkness can take hours on end. What was I going to say? I'm going to try and get the videos moving again, but I don't know how successful I'm going to be at that. This week I'm playing. I am playing 40k on Sunday. I'm going to be playing Space Wolves against Tyranids, I think. Not going to be fun for me, but I'm trying something that's 2,500 points. Hoping to get the game finished. But we'll see. And on Monday, I'm going to do sharps practice. So I'm going to try and get videos of both games. We'll see how they come out. Yeah, I'm going to say good night and happy hobby.